episode number 99, the Sky Lounge here. So we're actually getting everything prepped up here for the SoundCloud, and gonna be recording real soon. How's everybody doing? You didn't think I was gonna fucking start smoking this shit, did you? Surprise, surprise, motherfucker. I'm back. I'm smoking. And you know, if there was any inconvenience about not posting up any Spider-Man videos, I apologize. I've been kind of out of it. We're going to be back on Spider-Man real soon. Just by seeing it a little bit. Oh my god. Good shit though. Good shit though. I'm going to start recording here a little bit, in a little bit here. And it's been a good week. I mean, last week we were streaming on Twitch all week. You know, put some bets in for sports. Did not turn out so well. So we're gonna have to figure shit out day to day. You know, obviously today I do want to get some streaming hours in. Mainly because Tuesday after Friday, you know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's going to be extremely busy for me. I don't know if I can get a lot of things done. If I'm lucky, I can. If not, shit. But Life is Beautiful is happening real soon, so that's going to be fucking great. So we're recording right now on the Twitch for the live stream. And we are actually going to be posting this on YouTube at the Sky Lounge in, I don't know, immediately after this. So it's going to be uploaded right then and there. But so far, we seem to be all right. So yeah, episode number 99, man. It's crazy. I've been doing this for a while now, which will be the topic of the week. We are going to be talking about that on the topic of the week, so be prepared for that. Again, wearing the black tat today. Why the fuck not, right? Curious. I'm debating whether or not I should record here on the tablet while I'm also smoking, so that way I don't have to do the back and forth shit between Twitch and YouTube. Just boom, 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 record as soon as I can. But at the same time, I'd rather have 2-3 devices doing that shit. This is just a fucking nightmare to deal with. Or go live on YouTube too. So, that'll be that shit. Or, you know, we just do what we normally do. You know, just typical drill. And we are going to be starting in a couple minutes here. So more and more, I look like a fucking psycho. I'm realizing that more and more now. I'm looking more and more like a fucking psycho. Whose fault is that? Probably mine. Probably mine. Don't dodge responsibility, kids. Okay? Don't do that shit. Don't be a cunt. Simple shit, right? Don't be a cunt. Like, the simple rule of thumb in life, don't be a cunt. If you're being a cunt, fuck you. That's all that shit is. Alright. I think we're ready. We will be ready. My God. I am ready. I should be ready. We're always ready. We always should be ready here at the Sky Lounge. Why not? But again, we're going to start reading the script, start recording for the episode. Get all this shit loaded up. Not the weed, because we're already loaded up on the weed. But let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep the fun going. Jesus Christ. All right. Brain dyslexia hit me right now, so I don't fucking mic sentence not complete either. All right, brain, help me out. Come on, buddy. All right, there we go. Okay. I'm not going to smoke again. That'll be a bit excessive if I do that right now. So, yeah, get all this shit out of the way. Such a disorganized fuck. You seem like you have your head on... No, I don't have my head on my shoulder. I'm a fucking idiot. So, without further ado, let's start recording. In 5, 4... Hey everybody, welcome to the SoundCloud podcast, episode number 99, and as always, thank you so much for joining me today and listening in. If you are new, welcome and check out some of the other episodes on the page. I just totally forgot I am not recording, holy shit. This is what happened, boys and girls. Don't smoke pot. Fuck. You know, that was only 12 seconds in, so we should be alright. I should be alright. Jesus Christ, though, that's embarrassing. Alright. Are you high? Yeah, I am high. Yeah, I am. But, again, boys and girls, without further ado, take 2. And let's see if this recording goes well. Hey, everybody, welcome to the SoundCloud podcast, episode number 99. And as always, thank you so much for joining me today and listening in. If you are new, welcome and check out some of the other episodes on the page. All episodes are available on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Music, so make sure you are subscribed so you can get notified for a new episode every Tuesday. Make sure to follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook at The SoundCloud. Stalk me on Snapchat at DA13IG5EUNG. Let's get started. Okay, the topic of the week this week is going to be called The Cusp of Centurion Condition, Nearing 100. Okay, so since next week I'm going to be at Life is Beautiful, and the topic of the week will more or less be about Life is Beautiful, let's talk about this. Let's talk about the fact that I made about 99 episodes of these motherfucking things, and to be honest, man, I've done all of these all by myself. Majority of them, all the recording, all the writing, all the album art, it's all been my own hands and brain. And crazy thing is, I started doing the podcast on October 10th, 2016, and oddly enough, that was about a week or so after I broke up with my then interest. And subsequently after that, I was like, I'm not held back by anything. I feel like I could do whatever I need to do, and with that kind of motivation, I really took it upon myself to just say, you know what, man, do what you want to do. Like, try it out. Like, try out this podcast shit. Like, just talk about what the fuck you want to talk about. And it took me a good couple weeks for me to develop an idea that I really wanted to push out there. And, that same fucking day, October 10, 2016, the day, I don't forget, man, it's been nearly 2 years since I started the podcast, and it's just always been, just speak your fucking thoughts out, just be yourself, and you're not conforming under anybody. You're just doing what you feel is right, and this has been the whole idea of the podcast since the beginning. Is just do what you want to do, say what you want to say, talk what you want to talk about, and more or less, the whole podcast has been all the teams I like, topics I want to talk about, and I've been having a blast. I just love doing these podcasts every week, and for me, the biggest thing for me was really trying to push to make sure that I make sure these episodes are out every Tuesday, and in doing so, it's really helped me to just kind of keep that discipline. Despite the fact that, I don't exhibit, great discipline at all. Quite the contrary, I'm kind of a piece of shit. You can see it on my schedule, calendar, any of that shit. I am an absolute mess. But, at the same time, man, I don't discount, how obsessive I can be, how hard I can work if I do become obsessive. And, with the podcast, it's been helping me to just kind of narrow in and focus in on what I want to do, which is the whole, comedy, entertainment, and it's been helping me push through a lot of shit. Quitting my hotel job, my dad dying, and then subsequently quitting the job after that, and just kind of accepting terms of like what I want to do and shit like that. So really, this cusp of Centurion, you know, the whole idea of Centurion, it's the fucking prefix of 100. You know, that's the whole idea. And so nearing 100, you know, when I was younger, I would have thought, man, I've got 100 episodes. This is great. Like, I can't believe it. This is 100 episodes. I did it. But now the mindset is a bit different, where it's cool. Keep going. Keep going. Let's just keep it going. Just keep it going. Let's keep working harder. Let's keep getting it better. Let's keep improving. Because 100 just means, okay, cool. You did about 100 of these. What's the next milestone in the next 100? What's the next milestone on the 200, 300, 400, subsequently 500, 1,000? What is, you know, your motivation to keep going? And like I said, I told this. I don't know who I told this to last, but you know, someone would ask me, like, what would you want to do in life? You know, what's your ultimate goal in life? My answer to that is, right now, become the greatest comedian entertainer ever. And as crazy as that sounds, like, I love that idea, and it just helps me go forward. And really with the podcast, man, it's helped me just keep up that consistency, keep up that focus, keep up that kind of grind attitude. And you know, that's what I would suggest to anybody who has a passion in something, who does want to do something, but is just held back by inhibition or fear. Just try it out. Even anal, try it out. But again, just no rape or murder. All right, just no rape or murder, guys. That's really it. Isn't that some simple shit? That's right. That is some simple shit. So let's keep it nice and simple. Keep it nice and tidy. So ultimately, guys, keep grinding and keep working towards the shit you want to do. Find out what you want to do. Work hard on that shit. Work towards that shit. Make sure that's your shit. All right. So, we move on to some South Arsenal. Fuck you, international break, because we're back with Premier League week number 5 at Newcastle United. A 2-1 win away. All right. Okay, I'll take that. Funny enough, I was watching this match at the pub with the lads. And a couple of cats who were watching the television right behind us, you know, neglectfully shared whatever we scored. And I say neglectfully because they kind of neglected to see that the television they were watching was about 5 seconds ahead of our television. So they would cheer anytime the fucking goals go in, but we're looking at them like, dude, we're 5 seconds behind. Come on, man. Don't be that asshole. But you know what? That's not on them. That's on NBC Gold. Fuck you, NBC Gold. Why don't you air this goddamn fucking match? Fuck you. Anyways, let's talk about this match. Some of the goals that came out of it. First half, not as productive. Just very had chances. No one really capitalized. And in the 49th minute, you know, second half, Xhaka free kick from outside the box. Jesus Christ. As inconsistent as he can be in the midfield, man. He's fucking fantastic with those rocket legs. I mean, holy Christ. He is incredible at times. And the whole thing, though, with Newcastle was the goalkeeper should have had a hand on it. I keep revisiting that play, and I keep thinking, man, you should have really had that play. That was all on you. And even the next goal, I would have really argued that the Newcastle goalkeeper really should have had that goal too. Where Ozil in the 58th minute, a pass from Ramsey to Lacazette, which was blocked, but Ozil with the presence to finish off from the rebound and inside the box, and it's 2-0 to Arsenal. Again, I think the goalkeeper should have had this. And then for the next 30-odd minutes, really, Arsenal played fairly well. They were playing possession. They were keeping the ball away. And somehow, you know, I always ask, you know, can Arsenal keep a clean sheet today? Most days the answer is no. And this was one of those days. Clark, 90th minute, 1 minute of extra time. Are you fucking shitting me, defense? Really? You want to fucking shit the proverbial bed now? Now? Really? Now? Fucking now? Mustafi again? Alright. My bitching aside, Newcastle really does look like a formidable side. I mean, don't let the mediocre results from Newcastle fool you. Newcastle has a fucking squad. Maybe take Petr Cech. I don't know. Maybe take one of our fucking goalkeepers. I know David Ospina's gone, so that's good. But Guendouzi was subbed off at the first half. That was actually curious. I think Emery understands now you have to start your best players outright. As good as Guendouzi is, he's still a young cat. I think he still needs time to develop. You can't just rush him out there. First week of the Premier League, expect him to grow. You know, you got to put Torreira in, right? Torreira needs to start that fucking midfield. He changes the dynamic of the game. The offense felt more fluid. They felt more focused. And they got the 2 goals in. Yes, I know it's a free kick, but positionally they were in a better spot than they were in the first half, is all I'm saying. And here's the thing. You might think I'm knocking on Guendouzi. I'm not. Guendouzi still had an amazing game. Majority of his games are above 90% passing. That's incredible. I believe it's above 93% passing for this kid. He is unbelievable. And the whole thing with Arsenal always becomes defense. How? How is it every fucking week we can't keep a clean sheet? We're like nasty ass motel bedrooms. We can't keep a fucking clean sheet. And you know the great thing about weekday and midweek fixtures now is that we can finally see Bernd Leno. It's like he's never existed in the club, but now we know he's gonna play. Petr Cech isn't gonna start in fucking Europa League matches. That's not what's gonna happen. So hooray for new shit. Because I'm quite frankly, I'm getting tired of this defense. This defense makes the same fucking mistakes every week. And we expect something different. That, my friend, is the definition of insanity. Alright? Jesus Christ. Alright, anyways. Arsenal CEO Ivan Gazidis has moved on to AC Milan to become their new CEO. So, the Kroenke era has officially begun. This is just completely my opinion. I think this is the whole idea of bringing in Kroenke right-hand man and just tearing this club apart. This is the ultimate fear for me. And so fuck Stan Kroenke. Yikes. I don't even want to think about that shit. But let's think about and talk about Arsenal's next fixtures. Next week, Arsenal in the Europa League group stage, match day number 1 against Vorskla on September 20th. I have no idea who the fuck that is. But Premier League week number 6 against Everton on Sunday the 23rd. That's going to be pretty exciting to watch against Everton. Everton, who does have a pretty good roster going forward right now, is going to be facing Arsenal, who at home haven't been all that convincing. So Arsenal, get your shit together. Let's go. Back-to-back home matches. Don't fuck this up. As for regular, world football going on right now, Champions League has started today and to be continued on to tomorrow. We'll be covering that more next week when we have more results and, shit to talk about. Europa League as well will start midweek on Thursday. No one gives a fuck, huh? No one gives a fuck about the Europa League. Okay, cool. Let's move on. Seahawks. So before we talk about the game, there's a couple of personnel changes and personnel, news that we have to cover before we talk about the game. Michael Kendricks was signed. Mind you, Michael Kendricks is awaiting sentencing for insider trading, which he's facing up to potentially 25 years, and we get signed this guy before his December sentencing, so yay. And the thing was, really, because Bobby Wagner, Doug Baldwin, and KJ Wright are all out for the Monday Night Football game. All with some sort of apparent injury, some longer than others. Jesus Christ. And we cupped Tom Johnson after one fucking game, defensive tackle. That useless, huh? For $2 million? Yeah. And guess who signed him back immediately? The Vikings. Yeah. So let's talk about this weekend's match. Or Monday game. Monday Night Football. Last night, Seattle Seahawks lost 24-17. And you know what? Do I need the script to fucking remember this goddamn game? No. But my brain is stupid. In the first quarter, Burton gets a touchdown from Trubisky. Hooray. Second quarter, Parkey with a field goal. Hooray. And the crazy thing about the fucking second quarter was Shaquille Griffin, cornerback for the Seattle Seahawks, our boy, gets 2 interceptions. Back-to-back interceptions, by the way, on Mitchell Trubisky. Trubisky isn't the greatest quarterback, let's be honest. He's a C+ quarterback at best. A C+ quarterback at best. your defense really saved your ass, Chicago. That's the bottom line. And, Janikowski with a 56-yard field goal, of course, because under 45 yards he can shank, and he will shank. 56 yards, I think it's a given for him. So third quarter, very quiet. In the fourth quarter, I called this on the Pigskin Picks. I really did, and I'm going to post that video real soon, probably tomorrow. Miller from Trubisky, somehow still getting touchdowns. Lockett, though. Tyler Lockett, 19-yard beauty of a touchdown, getting right into Russell Wilson. His brain, his hands, just getting the fucking ball into, Tyler. Fantastic. Problem was, Russell then threw a pick six. Amu Kamara, picks that up and gets the touchdown. And the game was really over. Will Dissly gets the touchdown with about 14 seconds left on the clock, and by that time it was 17-24. It was already too late. It was way too fucking late, but what a gorgeous boy. And again, I'm one of those guys, you can shit talk Russell all you want, but I'm gonna give you some statistics here. 22 out of 36 on passing. 22 pass attempts on 22 passing on 36 attempts, whatever the fuck you fucking call it. 61.1%, not too great. 226 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Sacked 6 fucking times. Sacked 6 fucking times. Fuck. And here's the thing. I will defend him all day, but Russell, let go of the fucking ball. Let go of the fucking ball. It's not that hard. Let go of the ball. Mitchell Trubisky, on the other hand, 25 passes on 34 attempts, 73.5%, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Not too bad. Not that great either. But here's the thing, O-line. Help a brother out. Help a brother out. Russell is running for his fucking life. Huh? Defense is looking good. Good individual pieces. Again, I think they have good individual pieces. They really kept us in that game. But 2 interceptions. Come on, man. They kept us in that fucking game. Michael Kendricks looked really good. He looked real quick and closest thing to the pass rusher we ever have. And Shaquille looks fucking awesome. He looks like a really great corner. And Earl looks solid too. So pay the fucking man. And here's the thing. Monday Night Football. Your Avengers graphic, fuck you. Alright, fuck you. They're all gone. I know, the Legion of Boom is gone, but fuck you. I know, we're going to suck for a while. Week number 3, we're going against the Dallas Cowboys. I really hope we can shut the Cowboys up. I do not want to deal with Cowboys Nation right now. I'm just hoping the damn Seahawks can get their heads out of their asses and play well at Centurion Field. Let's fucking get it, boys. Get your head out of your asses. Let's get the W. We need this. We need this. So go Hawks, go. Go Hawks. Go Hawks. Go Hawks. All right. So let's talk about the NFL. I'm going to be doing the week number 2 recap in a fashion that not a lot of people might be used to. But I'm going to do this, and it's going to be fun. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to actually have the clip and on text tell you exactly what happened in that game and tell you exactly where I went wrong. And a couple of fun news moving forward for the NFL. Vontae Davis of the Buffalo Bills quit at halftime during their game in week number 2. Holy hell. Holy hell, that is terrible. Yeah, that game against the Chargers at home. Like, my God, how... Jesus, that is terrible. Vikings signed Dan Bailey. Smartest fucking thing they've done. Great kicker who'll get overlooked because of the Cowboys. But yeah, Dan Bailey's a great fucking kicker. You take that man if you have a chance. And Josh Gordon. Funny story about Josh Gordon. He was dropped by the Browns due to several issues, health issues, and concerning his attitude and, commitment to the team. And immediately after this news pops out, he gets traded to the New England Patriots for a 5th round pick. Because we all want the fucking Patriots to win. Fucking Christ. But at least, for football fans everywhere, there is good news. The Lord is coming back. Lord Wentz will be back for week number 3. Non-believers beware. Because Lord Wentz will be coming back, and he'll be going against Andrew Luck in week number 3. Oh my God. That is going to be great. For football fans, I think this is going to be a great treat. Andrew Luck versus Carson Wentz. What a fucking matchup. I can't wait for this one. Let's fucking have at it. And so the Lakers, are on LeBron watch at the Sky Lounge, of course. Because our guy has got that animated movie coming out. He's in LA. He's doing all this shit. Because, again, guys, next week, it's the wonderful time where basketball training camp is opened. More team news will be flooding in. And all the news with the purple and gold will all be there. Channel 1066 on Cox in Vegas. Spectrum Sport will be live and active. I will be on the sports shit all fucking day. News of sports every day. That'll be fun. And on to some NBA news. Guys, congratulations to the Seattle Storm WNBA team, new WNBA champions. Clean 3-game sweep. Breanna Stewart, the finals MVP, was an absolute animal. The games I was able to watch her highlights. Sue Bird to bring that team there to the playoffs and to the final. I think Sue Bird is phenomenal. And again, guys, I'm just one of these guys, like, I'm just now realizing the WNBA is pretty fucking badass. So I would recommend the WNBA to anybody. It's a fun sport. And it's basketball. It's fucking basketball. What the fuck? Like, why am I defending basketball? Basketball's a great fucking sport. Go watch it. Dwayne Wade has announced the 2018-2019 as the last season, as he will be retiring after that. Crazy to think about that. Dwayne Wade is going to be on his last season. Best of luck to Dwayne Wade, whatever he does afterwards. But I can't wait to see Dwayne Wade play against our Lakers, against his best boy, LeBron. That is going to be some great shit. And guys, the Vegas Golden Knights preseason has officially begun. Yes, we had the rookie minicamp last week, but now we have the preseason officially opened. And I will be at all the preseason games. A lot of the regular season games I might be missing out on, but I can guarantee you right now I am not missing a single preseason game if they're at home. So, Arizona Coyotes at home at the T-Mobile Arena. As you guys know, I am now a season ticket holder of the Vegas Golden Knights. I had such a great time at this game. Vegas Golden Knights won, of course, 7-2 against the Arizona Coyotes. The highlights of this game: Darcy Kemper, one of the goaltenders, 21 out of 27 saves, a .778 save percentage, along with Aiden Hill, 3 out of 4 saves, a .750 save percentage. He was barely in that game in the third period. And Dylan Ferguson played all 3 periods, 25 out of 27 saves, 92.6. 0.29926, but my goodness, Dylan Ferguson was fantastic. And as for goal scoring, Arizona didn't really come out. I mean, Henosha was probably their only real good offensive piece. I don't think Clayton Keller was really playing. I don't think Max Domi was even there either. And so, Oster, I don't know his fucking name, and Gross, both in the first period. Whereas Vegas had scores in all 3 periods. Let's talk about the first period. Jonathan Marchessault, Bischoff, Max Pacioretty for his first goal on a power play, and William Karlsson on a power play goal as well. That's 6 goals in the first period, by the way. 6 fucking goals. And in the second period, Marchessault and Haig in a power play goal. And Marshy, well, we'll talk about Marshy in a bit, but the third period, Brandstrom, one of our young pieces, are doing well. And I have to give shout-outs to Cody Glass in this game, who had 2 assists, who was playing pretty damn well. I think he's not as physical as these guys. He's a bit smaller, but he's very aware of players on the ice, of where he's going to put the puck in. Brandstrom's a stud. Oh my God, that's the first time I saw Brandstrom on the ice. He's slick. He's one of the I would love to see him playing in that blue line. I'll be honest right now. I wasn't convinced. I said Zach Whitecloud. I would rather see Brandstrom on that fucking blue line. He was incredible. And the 3 stars announced for the game was Tomas Nosek as a 3-star. Max Pacioretty in his first game as a 2-star. What are the fucking odds? Because Max Pacioretty is going to be God mode in this fucking squad now. And Jonathan Marchessault as a 1-star. Scored 16 seconds in the first period. Scored 41 seconds into the first and second period. Oh my lord, Jonathan Marchessault. So preseason already has me hyped. So crazy thing is, Vegas has exceeded all expectations for preseason. So a crowd of 17,000 plus came to the T-Mobile Arena to watch the Vegas Golden Knights preseason. Other preseason games don't even get filled to 5,000, let alone fucking 10,000. We got filled to 17,000. And you're telling me the fucking season in Vegas is a fluke? Okay. Okay, haters. All right, so next week we have a lot of hockey to talk about. We're going to have a lot of hockey to watch. Colorado Avalanche on tonight at Colorado, and that's going to be a fun one to watch if a lot of the starters for Colorado do get to, be on the ice. At LA Kings 2 days later, the Sweet Victims. I can't wait for that shit. At San Jose 2 days after that on September 22nd. The Western champions of the offseason. Good for you. Whoop-de-fucking-do. You're still going to choke. You're the San Jose Sharks. It's kind of what you do. And back at home on September 24th on a Monday. I can't wait for that because I will be there at the T-Mobile Arena watching our Vegas boys take on the Colorado Avalanche. So go Knights go. Let's get that shit. And news around the NHL. Guys, Humboldt had their first game. The Humboldt Broncos. Obviously, everyone knows of their tragic bus incident a couple months ago. About more than a dozen of their players were killed in that tragic bus incident. And shout out to Humboldt playing their first game. And best of luck to them. Best of luck to them in the near future and whatever they do. And I hope this organization gets stronger moving forward. Humboldt strong, Vegas strong. I mean, we're all there with you guys. We're all there with you. And we don't want to see this kind of shit. Tragedy, there's a great saying, right? Tragedy unifies, human souls. But the sad thing is you don't want tragedy to really happen in the first place. So, shout out to those folks out there in Humboldt, the organization, and best of luck to you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful season. Stay strong, guys. Humboldt strong. Vegas is here with you guys. And Henrik Zetterberg of the Detroit Red Wings done playing professional hockey due to a back condition. Absolute legend. If you take a look at his career, which I had to because I'm a bit of a hockey newbie, and you take a look at what he's been able to do for nearly 2 decades in the NHL, playing for one team throughout his entire career, garnering the accolades with the Detroit Red Wings, solidifying himself as one of the best players of his generation. And I believe he tied a franchise record for most appearances and most games played. So kudos to you, my man. Best of luck to you, whatever you do in the future. And speaking of future, and best of luck, San Jose Sharks have acquired Erik Karlsson in a trade for forwards Chris Tierney, Dylan DeMello, prospects Josh Norris, Rudolph Balcers, a conditional 2020 first-round pick, a conditional 2019 second-round pick. Ottawa would also receive a conditional 2021 second-round pick if Erik Karlsson re-signs with the San Jose Sharks, which it looks like he's about to do, nearing an 8-year deal. Well, that's a bit steep. I mean, if Drew Doughty gets stupid money like $80 million for 8 years, where do you think Karlsson's going to be? I can guarantee you Karlsson's going to be 90 to 100 mil. That's going to break San Jose's bank. And yeah, the injury's concerning. A lot of things about this move can be concerning, but this is San Jose's chance. By all means, I mean, San Jose, this is the next year or the next season or two. This is your all-in run. If you don't get it this next 2 seasons, you're fucked. You're fucked. That's really it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts at this point. San Jose, you paid a fortune for Erik Karlsson. Now it's time to show up. So now, when we speaking of showing up, the Dodgers playoff push. We're getting close. We're getting close to October, and the Dodgers are looking pretty stellar right now. They're looking pretty good, and I'm hoping they get they win the NL West, get to the fucking World Series. So let's go Dodgers. And guys, Pacquiao versus Mayweather Part 2 has been announced for December. I don't care. The one thing is, I would love to go to this fight. If I had some hookups, I would love to go. But, what's the point? What's the fucking point? This is a publicity shit. It's so fucking stupid. Especially after the whole Canelo and Triple G thing. Which, congratulations to Canelo on beating Triple G in Part 2. Even though I don't really give a shit. Winner's a winner's a winner. All you sore losers about Triple G, get over it. Get over it. Triple G lost. I know it sounds unfair. It's judge's call, whatever the fuck. I don't care. Canelo won. Move on. So guys, remember, all weekly writing is on the description link on the shit below, so make sure you check that shit out. Literary realism was a weekly writing genre of weekly writing number 35, and the question I asked was, where am I? And that was the title. I just wanted to write about, what's on my mind, and it's a very short thing, but I just wanted to just put that shit on paper, and I feel a little better for it. I feel a little better for putting kind of an existential crisis moment on paper, so that's nice to do. And completely opposite of speaking of nice, weekly film number 35, Bleach. Okay, a Netflix original. Where can we go with this? Because it's based on the manga and anime series of the same name by Tite Kubo, and director Shinsuke Sato directs this movie. And the plot basically revolves around a young boy met by a mysterious woman who is a soul reaper, beings with the ability to see ghosts and bring them to peace. And it is left up to them to stop this arbitrary deadline to beat a monster. And whether they're escorting the fucking ghosts with nice words or pounding them on the head with swords. Was there a plot in this movie? I don't know. For me, it didn't really feel like a story so much as an action-filled, jumpy narrative that followed a lot of stereotypical action film tropes. A. Protagonist with the latent powers that get stronger throughout the film? Check. B. Training montages that highlights the tension between two characters, but they let loose through the course of the montage? Check. C. An ambiguous antagonist that has only served as a pawn for the bigger antagonist? Check. See, the hero, let's be honest here, the writer, somehow finding his way to victory despite all the odds? Check. So a lot of these typical tropes were coming in, and so, and again, it's a very basic plot. It's a very basic plot of, oh shit, I got new powers, oh shit, I got a god, oh shit, enemy, oh shit, other enemy, oh shit, peace. And it is, again, and the crazy thing is, of course, the anime and the manga series goes on for so long, and for them to try to condense this into a near 2-hour film, it's very difficult to do. And yeah, the plot and writing definitely suffers from that. And generally that's what happens. And also the characters. A lot of characters do get skimmed. But shout out to Sota Fukushi, the actor as Ichigo Kurosaki, was pretty fantastic. I'm not going to lie to you. He was actually pretty badass. And I ain't going to lie about that shit, because that dude really embodies how Ichigo the character is. Kind of a brutish punk, but he's also a very caring, kind-hearted individual. And Fukushi's really, I gotta give that dude some fucking credit, man. His acting was actually pretty subtle and nuanced enough where I'm sitting here thinking like, damn, he doesn't have to exposit too much, but everybody else is expositing. Everybody else is expositing. Everybody else is like, oh my god, guys, this is what's happening in the plot right now. And you're like, good god. Couldn't we use visual clues to do this shit? This is like every other character is there as an expositional piece. That's really all they were there for. They were there as like an information button. You know when you play video games and you play the tutorial, you press that tutorial button? That's exactly what these characters are. I mean, Rukia kind of goes without saying, the most bland fucking character. And even when you read them anime and manga, I mean, I'm pretty sure there are Rukia fans, but when I read Bleach, I just always felt that she was the weakest character. Such a bland, boring fucking character. But that's just me. And so far as visuals, though, another movie where Netflix really, and here's the thing, they properly paid, and I think they put the right budget for visuals. I really do think that. Yes, some of the effects were not as stellar as others. There were some noticeable, visual effects where it felt like, good God, this does not work on the green screen. What the fuck happened there? But generally speaking, though, it was pretty decent. The visual effects, the special effects, they were able to tie that in really well to all the props and all the costumes and shit. And it didn't, and as far as anime adaptations go for a live action film, it wasn't that bad in terms of materials and how they all looked. Even Ichigo's hair didn't look all that silly. And Renji, here's the thing about Renji. So if you guys don't know about this manga or anime, and Renji's one of the Soul Reapers who has this crazy ass long ponytail style red hair, and Byakuya is a Byakuya, the fucking Rukia's brother. all these crazy hairstyles, but somehow it works. Like in other anime live adaptations, they tend to just look very awkward. It looks like the costume designer kind of got drunk and said, I'm just gonna let this be. But at least with this one, it felt a little more proper in terms of how authentic it looked. It looked very genuine. And hey, maybe it could be down to some character being able to portray that. I think the Renji character, as over-exaggerated as he was able to play that fairly. The actor was able to play him fairly well. But back to the visuals. Cinematography, I thought, was pretty fantastic. I thought every scene where it wasn't moving blurry motions, it felt very picturesque. And every moment felt like a really good screenshot of what the director got from the Bleach manga. And I thought that was a huge shout out and a homage to the original creator Tite Kubo, because this, and I'm telling you, I really enjoyed this manga series a long time ago. And for them to translate a lot of the comic panels or those manga panels, kind of directly translating it, doesn't always work, but they did it in a way where they have it in a film format, film style. But it still looks uniquely theirs, but also mangas, like which is crazy. And I'm telling you, you just have to watch it to really understand what I mean. And as far as music goes, the music really brings out the anime vibe, but it isn't the best soundtrack to put out. It really just does its job. It's nothing to write home about. It's nothing spectacular, but it really just does its job. And here's the thing: after being like I said, after being an avid Bleach manga fan for a long time, the movie didn't turn out as bad as some of the other anime adaptations I've seen. Death Note, fuck you. Seriously. Fuck you, Death Note. But as far as live adaptations go, I think this was pretty damn solid. But, it not without its flaws. I mean, the ending dragged on. Holy shit. I thought the Return of the King's ending was long. This felt longer. This felt somehow longer. And so, guys, if I have to give this movie a review, number, score, I give it a 5.5 out of 10. Bleach is a very well-done anime adaptation that feels like somehow like by the books and by standard action film, which is crazy because from what all the good stuff they've done, everything else just seems so subpar. So that's why 5.5. But make sure you go check that shit out on Netflix. Not too shabs. All right, album of the week, My Way by Willie Nelson, mixing his country feel, folk feel, to Frank Sinatra's classic singles. And it's definitely worth a listen to because Willie Nelson's voice and his style of singing, it's very sentimental. It's very emotional. So I would definitely give this another listen or two. Very, very solid Willie Nelson, man. And the Captain Marvel trailer dropped, boys and girls. So this isn't the next Marvel property. I know there's another one after this, but it's looking good. Marvel Studios has everything in, they're hitting the balls out of the park. They're hitting home runs after home runs after home runs. They're doing great. And yeah, numbers may not back that up, with the Ant-Man and Wasp movie, but consistently they're doing great. Their earnings are pretty solid. With they release a Marvel film every 2 years, two every year, so they should be fine. And guys, lastly, I want to just finish it off with something just kind of a little bit more serious note. Hurricane Florence, I know it's crazy over there in the South Carolina area, North Carolina, that whole southeast area in the United States. Guys, please stay careful out there, and look out for everybody. Make sure, if people do go missing, stay in contact, keep in communication with everybody. Make sure your family's safe, all that shit. No rape or murder, kids. All right, so next week on the Sky Lounge, big monthly adventure, guys. Finally, September's big monthly adventure. Life is beautiful, motherfuckers. Stay tuned. All right, folks, thank you so much for joining me this week. Make sure you are subscribed on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Music for a new episode every Tuesday. Make sure to follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook at The Sky Lounge. Stalk me on Snapchat at DA13IG5UNG. Now, fuck off. All right, so recording is done. We are good for today, and man, good shit. My voice usually fucking like just drops after this shit though. I'm not gonna lie. Like I get fucking tired. Smoking doesn't really help either. This smoking doesn't help. Oh, just stop smoking then. Fuck you. Fuck you. Don't tell me to do that shit. You're not my boss. You're not my boss, man. You're just a mean old poop head. I'm gonna just probably watch some hockey tonight though. Watch some hockey. And then go to the gym after that shit. So, yep. So that is that. Upload should be there soon. I'm actually going to go edit a couple of these things real quick. But yeah. Clip should be up on YouTube real soon. I'll be signing out. Lining this shit up. Well, yeah. Thanks for dropping by if you did. Make sure you check that shit out on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Music, all this shit. Let me know what you guys think. Bye-bye.